career training. So how do you get into this? There's a website called GIS Geography, and there's a link in this slide as well to that. And they have a report on their site that there are over 200 certificate degree and master's degree programs in the United States right now that you could get involved in. Many universities have GIS programs, but there are also industry certification programs that you could do without going to college. You know, a lot of the schools have bachelor's degrees, some have master's and PhD programs even. And unfortunately, a colleague couldn't join us today. Dr. Ishwin Shi is a PhD at Eastern Michigan University, and I'm working with him on a project that we'll talk about in just a second that is actually going on up in the schools in Traverse City, but he has a PhD in GIS. Next, please. And this is the project I wanted to discuss for just a minute. It's called the Geospatial Technology Talent Consortium. And this is a project that was funded through the Michigan Marshall Plan for Talent. And it started last year, and the project is a collaboration with lots of different groups, but some of the groups up in the Traverse City area are Northwestern Michigan College, the Grand Traverse Stewardship Initiative. It has been, Elk Rapids High School, Suttons Bay High School, and Traverse City West High School are currently involved in the program. And it's designed for juniors and seniors in high school. And the students enroll in a dual enrollment program with the university, and they take university level courses and get college credit for those courses. When they've completed the 3 courses, they'll have done preparation to take the ESRI ArcGIS Pro certification. They may need additional preparation for that because it's fairly rigorous. Some time on the job helps to get that certification, but they'll certainly be training for that. We also included in that program is drone piloting because one of the geospatial tools out there are drones that are flying around and collecting aerial information for things like precision agriculture and real estate and all kinds of things. So you will prepare for that and have an opportunity to take the FAA drone pilot certification exam. And then at the culmination is an authentic paid work experience with either a local government agency or a local business that has GIS employees working for it. And it's a paid internship. Usually it's 6 to 12 weeks in the summer of after your senior year. And you get you get the opportunity to work with professionals in the field. So we're very excited about that program. And I know we've had our first cohort unfortunately started in the fall or the spring, winter-spring semester this year. And we all know what happened with school in the winter and spring. But, some of the students were able to complete that first course and some are still doing that. But we're going to start back up in the fall with the second of the 3 courses and start a second cohort with the first course. So I'm sorry, the first course. So very excited about that program. Mm-hmm. And it also provides learning opportunities for teachers. So I think.
How would you see this put into like a classroom? What would be an example of how it might be incorporated into?
That's a really great question. So we work with teachers on professional development so that they become familiar with GIS, because there are levels at which GIS is very easy to use. And it actually is a great way to learn about different subjects that you normally would take in school. It's another tool for learning. So it's a really good way to visualize information. And in the classroom, there are things called geo-inquiries that students can do where they explore a topic, but it has a map that's involved, and you learn to understand how, in history, things happened spatially. There are several different subject areas, but we train teachers to become somewhat proficient working with GIS so they can actually introduce that as a new tool in the classroom. They use graphing tools, things that show charts and bars, and students use that. But they can also use maps to tell stories.